He is being unleashed as Juraj Slafkovsky puts on an insane performance. The Montreal Canadiens go toe-to-toe with the Jets in one of their better second periods and finishes to a game and a season with Demidov and Kapanen showing up huge in this game. Caufield scoring the shootout winner. It was Juraj Slafkovsky who did steal the show in a lot of ways, showing that exact player that we wanted when we drafted him number 1 overall, going back onto the first line and did not disappoint. And we're going to get into all of it, but hey, if you want to see more Slafkovsky scores, and you want to hear us talk about Slafzilla all the time, guys, we are so close to 23,900. There's only 35 of you that need to hit that subscribe button to hit 23,900. Let us know if you are the 23,900 sub down below. We'd love to see it. We have content like this literally every single day after every single game, and what a game this one was, Jesse. I mean, incredible from start to finish, back and forth. Teams were pretty evenly matched. Montreal definitely outplayed Winnipeg to some extent, but it was fun. Winnipeg had their chances. Montreal back and forth, but at the end of the day, we came out on top after this beautiful shootout. Well, there was a winner. The least exciting winner is when the only person that scores is the first shooter, but it's still fun. So many guys extending their point streaks, Jesse. So much to talk about. Finally, just rolling the way we want Montreal to roll. What a bounce back.
What an exciting game it was tonight after what was a very tight third period, had everybody on the edge of their seat. Even in overtime, there were so many great opportunities before ultimately this game was decided by Cole Caufield. As we know, the OT genius himself here, but really the man of the hour, Josh. We have to say that Juraj Slafkovsky was the best player for the Montreal Canadiens. And we love Slafzilla, how we coined that term here on the show. It's just taking off here right now. Like the Slafzilla meter right now was probably like a solid 9 out of 10 right now. He was just dominant through the ice. There was Slafzilla sightings. Like basically every time he was getting on the ice, just making stuff happen. Again, showing with the ice time here. It's just so amazing to see continuing his 4-game point streak. And we saw like those signs, which we were hoping, like we were saying when he went on the second line and then started excelling, started carrying the puck more, we said like, could this be part of kind of a larger plan to get him back on the first line? Which is what happened. Marty sent a huge message by the shakeup with the lines. But the big thing was Slaf was able to continue that increase in his play, that confidence that we saw him develop playing with Demidov, which was just such a huge factor getting the W here tonight, Josh.
Unbelievable stuff. Now, our second leading scorer on the team here. En passant, Juraj Slafkovsky, le deuxième meilleur buteur du CH. He absolutely is. He passed Oliver Kapanen. Well, he stayed ahead of him, I should say. He had that 2-goal gap, and then Kapanen decided, hey, don't get too far away from me there, buddy. But again, 6 power play goals this year, Jesse. It's been incredible. That power play as of late has looked great. We went back to Ivan Demidov. We only had that 1 power play. It was a really clean game, which is always a fun game to watch. Not very many whistles, almost no penalties, and Montreal capitalized on the power play chance they did get. Demidov's back out there. A message sent to Bolduc, by the way, demoted to the 4th line tonight with Jared Davidson and Joe Veleno taken off of the PP1. Not great for him, but hey, you know, he had a decent game. But Slaf now up to 6 goals on the power play this year, Jesse. His career high was 6 2 years ago. He has 56 games left on an incredible goals pace. Now, I don't think it's a stretch to say this guy can get 30 goals with 10 or 12 power play goals this year. What an insane bounce back for him. And hey, Montreal getting that power play rolling at home is really going to contribute to a lot of wins in the near future.
And again, just the fact that he's scoring goals like we're seeing tonight, but then just last night, we're seeing also him being like a playmaker, just doing a little bit of everything right now, which is just so incredible to see. But again, you know, it was really so important getting these goals here because, like, Comrie was trying to goalie hit tonight, but basically the Canadiens just refused. They said, no, this is our W. You can't have it. Like, we're taking it here. And again, Dobeš, on his end, we have to say, made some really big saves, which was huge here. But just so great that we were protecting the front of the net a little bit more. That was the big conversation going into this game. Again, just the 2 goals allowed. Very respectable there. But again, you know, that was just such a big part of it. Again, just tightening some things up on that defensive end is really what it came to. And Dobie making those big saves, especially in the shootout for such a young guy, you know, against some pretty good shooters, was actually so phenomenal to see here tonight.
That overtime save was so clutch too. I was so scared, right? Like,
keep this up.
It was unreal stuff from him. But yeah, 29 saves on 31 shots, 935 save percentage, upping his save percentage again to above 890, trying to get back to that 900 mark. But you're right. I mean, shout out to Jakub Dobeš. He is the number one goalie right now. I mean, I think it's just clear as day. He's got to be him, going forward. What a great game from him tonight. I actually earlier said Bolduc had a decent game. I thought he was fine in the minutes he got. He was our least used player tonight. So that's just a little bit of an iffy thing. But look, we're not here to talk about that. I did want to stay on time on ice, though, Jesse, because there's a couple of guys here. Oliver Kapanen and Ivan Demidov, not only did they play a lot tonight, which again, I'll show you a stat in a second. Kapanen is now tied for the NHL rookie lead in goals. Demidov tied for the rookie lead in points. Kapanen is the third highest goal scorer on the Habs, 8 goals, 14 points in 26 games as a 22-year-old rookie, and he led the team in ice time tonight. 20 minutes and 7 seconds on ice for Oliver Kapanen. Slafkovsky and Suzuki coming in at 20 minutes and 6 seconds each. You'd think that was the top line if you didn't know any better. What an incredible performance from him. You can tell how much Marty is relying on these young guys, and it worked tonight. And again, that Demidov and Kapanen connecting on that goal, I think Marty was saying how he's like, yeah, I think I can play Demidov a bit more. Someone was asking him about it, give him some more ice time. This was Demidov's career high tonight, and in terms of time on ice, and what a time it came at, in this important game with Andrei Markov, the incredible ceremony before the game, the 2-minute plus standing ovation, the incredible speech getting everyone emotional, and for Demidov to then go out and get his career high in the NHL in minutes played, pick up another assist. I mean, what a line that second line's been. Texier fit in pretty well on that line too, Jesse, I must say.
Ivan Demidov, no stranger to earning his ice time, and he's able to do so. And in fact, help to get the Montreal Canadiens, again, that big goal that we needed here for it to go to overtime here today. Just getting the puck in deep. Demidov's able to do some amazing puck retrieval, but just again, showcasing his amazing playmaking, being able to get the puck to Oliver Kapanen, who is just looking like a threat out on the ice, looking dangerous, like on a couple shifts where he's looking to make some stuff happen. If you're feeling like you're Kent Hughes, it's like, you really want to hold on to this prospect because we're seeing tons of potential of what this guy can do. And absolutely shout out to Alexander Tessier, who had a big promotion here on the second line. And to his credit, was really looking good, playing with a little bit of pace, which was really to a lot of benefit, I feel, with Demidov. In order for his deceptiveness to really be effective, that speed is very important. So bringing a strong element to that line.
Yeah, and look, Texier, when you watch him, he does like to play a bit of that chip and chase kind of game. He really likes to chip it in and hustle after it. And it kind of works with this line. And it's going to take a bit of getting used to for all these guys, but great shout out to him. But, honestly, I think the big story tonight, even though there was a breakdown early, I think the defense was a bit better. We still gave up a good amount of high danger chances, 16 against, but we gave up 17 to Ottawa last game, but the offense was there too tonight, Jesse. 14 high danger chances for us, HDCF. 40 scoring chances for Montreal. Expected goals percentage, 56%. And while Winnipeg still got their chances in front of Dobeš, tonight Dobeš made the important saves we needed him to make in front of the net. Monty didn't quite do that last night, but the defense was short up a little bit, especially earlier this game. We had a couple lapses, not going to lie, but overall, it was more consistent, and we were able to transition that into offense more effectively. So overall, I think the team game was so nice. Yes, Slav played great. Yes, Suzuki and Caufield continued their point streaks. But I think this, as a team win, Marty's going to be very happy with to see, look, all of our guys did their best job.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. And I think I would also, when we're looking at the defensive play, look at the roster composition of adding Juraj Slafkovsky on that first line. Definitely adds a strong defensive element there. Just, again, with his size and his presence on the ice, again, it's just so phenomenal to see. Amazing to see his evolution right in front of the ice on us in terms of his confidence and in terms of how he's being trusted in overtime and the way that he's playing in those type of circumstances. So this is exactly what we need to see him become, to really become the player that the Montreal Canadiens need Juraj Slafkovsky to become.
And it's exciting because he's doing it. This is the breakout. It's time. He's showing out, and 6 points in his last 6 games, and it's just going to get better. So leave some love for Juraj Slafkovsky down below. And hey, while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let us know if you're the 23,000 or even 24,000 subscriber. Hey, sometimes we get a lot of subs in these videos. Thank you for tuning in every single day. Later one tonight for our home game on a Wednesday. I'm Josh Gosse, my co-host Jesse Poirier. We'll catch you in the next one.